Hey y'all, this is Auda, and I am coming to y'all with another Auda Speaks. And today we are talking about convenience and how costly convenience can be. Convenience can be costly in your path in life, when it comes to your body, and also when it comes to your mind and the way that your brain works. So let's get into it. I don't want to take too much of y'all time, but I know the real ones will stick to the end. We love a quick grab, a quick this, a quick that, a quick up the street, an option that won't take too long. But what you'll notice is that when you do these things or when you take these options, they can be costly. And doing the hard thing, the out the way thing, the out the way choice, it can often be better not just for us in the general long run, but for our brain's reward systems and neural pathways. Call it the mesolimbic dopamine pathway. You can look it up. But continuing to choose the convenient option all the time is reinforcing the preference for ease, instant gratification, rainbow and clouds like SpongeBob. It's making you want to only choose the easy thing. And so when we choose convenient processed foods instead of cooking, we pay in our energy and health. When we choose convenience, even where we go to shop or whatever, we pay extra for convenience. Like CVS, Walgreens, they will tax a convenience seeking person down. And so convenience turns out to be expensive in the long run. And it makes us think that everything should be quick, close, easy. And this has been me too, y'all. So y'all are not alone if you feel like this. But, we have to really count the cost on that. Count the cost. Count the hits that we're taking, because then it often forces us to reassess what we need to do and how we need to improve, as far as just making sure that it's not to our detriment. And this is not to say we can't take times to do things that are for ease and to help us or to cut and save some time, because we all have moments like that where we have to do that because life is busy. And let's be for real, they set up this world so consumeristically that you have to shake and move often. And so things are one of the balls is going to drop that's being juggled. So it's not to say that, but it's just understanding that there has to be a healthy balance and really analyzation and calculation of what is costing you. For some people, priorities is different. For some people, their health is not their biggest priority. They don't care. And for others, it's a huge priority. So you really have to assess, although I feel like health should be a priority to all of us, it's, something that a lot of times it's a personal choice with things. And so you have to assess what's the priority for you. And if your health is a priority, if your mind is a priority, and if your values and just what you seek to reach in life and goals and etc. is to make sure that you are able to do hard things, which I do believe we all could do hard things. Some of us are wired differently. And so when we choose the convenience options, it makes our brain and body have a fit. When we don't choose those, like when we don't have it easy, when something is hard, it really makes us have a fit. And so we have to just remember doing the hard thing and switching it up and broadening your horizons and choosing new skills and just getting yourself out of your comfort zone is always going to help enhance and build your brain and your functions. And people were saying, like, I don't know when that came out, but people were like, this unlocked my brain chemistry. Like, people were naming their vlogs that, like, this experience unlocked my brain chemistry. It's the same thing, when we expose ourselves to doing the hard thing, when we stop taking the convenience option and do something different, where it's like, okay, we do have to work a little harder for this. Somebody was even saying about ChatGPT, like, give your brain a moment to think, so it's like when we do things that are making us push ourselves, it's going to be better for us in the long run, even though it feels like it sucks in the moment. And to talk about solutions, breaking the instant reach for quick and easy, it starts with choosing one choice a day, or as often as you can, a choice that's going to help benefit the future you. And what I can say is that survival mode could really make you more susceptible for reaching for convenience. If you've just recently left a traumatic experience, if you have been in survival mode, if you feel like you've been juggling so many balls without assistance, that will make you reach for convenience like no other. But we do pay a hefty price for that. We shortchange ourselves when we seek convenience because it's always going to be shy of the benefits of the real thing. And so, like I said, it's not bad to choose it sometimes, but it could be costly down the road. And I want to go ahead and just share some encouragement with y'all and just leave y'all with this, to cap off this episode, because we could talk about these things and talk about solutions, but we also got to talk about grace, because I feel like we live in a world where it's like a lot of rigid people, a lot of people that they may be presenting themselves as perfect patties and etc., but it's like when you go through things and you living through life, and it's like, yeah, we all go through things, get through it, but we also have to remember grace through it too. So I'm gonna read this. This is not my quote or anything. It says, clearly stated is the at name. But it says, you were made for hard things. You were made for the decisions that feel heavy, the conversations that feel tense, and the tasks that feel impossible. You were made to navigate the unexpected and the unprecedented and the uncertain. You were crafted with the tenacity and grit to endure what you don't prefer. You were designed to dig deep and discover the inner strength that you didn't realize has always been inside you. You were built to be a person of faith, one who believes for what is yet to come and endures for the promise they can't yet see. When I say I love this, I was like, yeah, I definitely got to add this to the daggone podcast episode, because it sums everything up we said kind of in a nutshell. It's like, yeah, you've been through stuff. Yeah, it's hard sometimes to want to do the hard thing. But when you choose the hard thing, you unlock something in yourself just with your character. And it says like the tenacity and grit, we all will be presented with opportunities to either stay in the same spot or excel. And there are people who literally choose hard things. They choose juggling school, a degree, another degree, opening a business. They choose all of these things at once. Like they're doing it all at once, and they're choosing it because they believe in themselves and they believe that this is going to help them out in the long run. And a lot of times you hear people say, you got to know your why, because I feel like everybody who's doing a million things at once, it's like they have a certain why. There's a reason why they're doing that. They're just not doing it for giggles. But it's just understanding that you can do hard things. And so when you feel like you've been through things and you in a survival mode, you just got to start incorporating something hard every single day. And some people's hard is going to be different for others, you got to really assess your life and your situation. Some people's hard is choosing to do their laundry instead of being on their phone and scrolling. Some people's hard is going to school after work and then going to the gym. So everybody's heart is going to be different, but understanding that you can do whatever your heart is. You could do whatever your heart is. And so count the cost, y'all. Assess it. Understand that you can do it. You can get it done. And it's going to unlock new brain chemistry when you choose the hard thing, when you choose to do the right thing, the thing that's going to be for your health, your journey, your life journey, your future you. So yeah, remember that. And again, like I said, the real ones will stay to the end. So if you are a real one, I would like for you to go ahead and comment the crown emoji and share this video with somebody that you feel like needs to hear it. If you are listening to this and you are not subscribed, pretty please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the hype button if you do see it. I want to try to get to 1K. If y'all have any ideas for a podcast episode, drop them down below. The idea's been flowing, but if you want to hear me talk about something specific, let me know down in the comments below. But yeah, I will see y'all in the next episode, and I appreciate y'all for tuning in.